Hello everyone, so in this video, by the end, you should be able to learn how to multiply and divide with fractions, and you should also know what I mean when I say simplifying a fraction. So let's start with an easy example. What is 1 times 7, 1 over 7 times 2 over 7? To multiply a fraction, all we're going to do is we're just going to multiply top and multiply bottom. So in this case, we got 1 over 7 times 2 over 7. That's the same as 1 times 2 divided by 7 times 7, which is the same as 2 over 49. And we can just leave our answer like that. What about something like this? Well, it's exactly the same thing. This one is going to be 2 over 5 times 6 over 7. Again, what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 times 6 divided by 5 times 7, which is the same as 12 times 6 is equal to 12. 5 times 7 is equal to 35. So the answer is 12 over 35. But what about something like this? For this example, we're told solve and simplify 1 over 4 times 2 over 3. Well, in this example, again, it's going to be the exact same as we've done before. 1 over 4 times 2 over 3 is the same as what? Exactly. 1 times 2 over 4 times 3. Now, what we can do is we can still write this, if we want, as 2 over 12. But let's think about this. Are there any common numbers that can be divided on each one, numerator and denominator, to still be equal to the same value? So 1 and 3, do they have any common factors? No, they don't, because 3 is prime and 1 is 1. 2 and 4 are both even, which means they're both divisible by 2. So what we can do is we can cancel them out and then put a 1 here, because we divide both of them by 2. And what's 4 divided by 2? It's just going to be equal to 2. And so here we can say 1 times 1 and 2 times 3, which is the same as 1 over 6. And that's our correct answer. You can also do this here. What is a number that both 2 and 12 have in common? They both have 2 in common. So we can divide both top and bottom by 2. So therefore it's equal to 1 over 6. What about for us to divide a fraction? So in this case, we're told, what is 1 over 2 divided by 4 over 5? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to do something called keep, flip, change, or KFC, or KCF for short. Thank you, Mr. Devonport, for calling this KFC. It's just the way I always remembered it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to say that 1 over 2 is divided by 4 over 5 is the same as, we're going to keep the 1 over 2. We're going to keep it. Now, let me write this down. I'm going to keep this how it is. 1 over 2. We're going to change this divide into a times. And finally, we're going to flip this fraction here. So this is the same as 5 over 4. And just like the previous slides, all we're going to do is we're going to multiply top and bottom. So 1 times 5 divided by 2 times 4. Which is the same as 5 divided by what's 2 times 4? 2 times 4 is 8. What if we're told, in this case, to solve and simplify 3 over 4 and 9 over 14? Well, again, it's exactly the same as what we've been doing so far. So we're gonna we're gonna flip, and we're going to change, KFC. So we know that if I write this down, 3 over 4 divided by 9 over 14 is the same as, when we, let's keep it, so then that'll be 3 over 4. We change the divide to a multiply, so we times it by 14 over 9. And then when we do the maths, that's the same as 3 times 14 over 4 times 9. Now, we also are told to simplify this. Can we simplify this right now? Do any of these two numbers have anything in common? Well, as a matter of fact, they do. Because 3 and 9 are both factors. So we can divide each of these by 3. What's 3 divided by 3? 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3, 9 divided by 3 is 3. And likewise, we can do the same for 14 and 4, because they're both even numbers, so we can divide both of them by 2. So what's 14 divided by 2? 14 divided by 2 is simply 7. 4 divided by 2 is going to be 2. And so what we're left with is 1 times 7 over 2 times 3. Yeah? Which is the same as 7 over 6. Now, there was one method that I've looked up from the research of this video, and what one teacher also recommends is you can do 5 over 12 divided by 1 over 3. If we're going to times top and bottom, then surely we can divide top and bottom. So what's 5 divided by 1? 5 divided by 1 is simply going to be equal to 5. 12 divided by 3 is going to be equal to 4, so our final answer is 5 over 4. You can do it that way. I opt not to, because more often than not, you're not going to get a number that's divisible, and so you're back to square one in doing this again. But for these simpler ones where it's obvious that both top and bottom is divisible, go for it. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope that this video made sense. If you have any further questions or comments, join my Discord server to send me a message directly, or send my business email a message if you want to get a quote about online tutoring. Keep on learning, as you never know what you're capable of doing.